at the same time, you survived the accident, okay, but your face is hideously disfigured. You can take either Ricky's face or mine to have.
I'm surprised you're asking this, though, Steve.
Hello, everyone. Say hello, Davey. No, you wait your turn, Leora. Say hello, Davey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another fun-filled episode.
Who's this random woman in the middle?
Well,
Hey.
that's for you to introduce to the world.
Well, I don't think I need to because she has been on my channel before. But
Well, there
people
you go.
she's backed by no popular demand. It's Leora, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome.
Go on, you interview her.
Well, this is my first time meeting Leora, so it's a new experience for me. And I'm sure for certain viewers who may not have discovered Leora yet, it might be a new kind of way to introduce them to them as well. But yeah, welcome. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's strange. It's strange having a new person to talk to. I'm so used to it being just Stephen and I, but yeah, this is interesting.
But come on, ease her in. Spit on it.
Oh.
The thing is right. It's going to knock off our editing style because it fits seamlessly here, but we need to zoom it up slightly.
Don't worry.
Okay.
That can be rectified. Don't worry.
Yes, it could. The thing is, you did that thing, didn't you, where you split the squares up? So
I did. Yeah, I did.
You have to teach me how to do that.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. So, are you looking forward to this reaction? Because you've seen, full disclaimer to the audience, Leora's seen these before.
I
really?
have.
So will these reactions be genuine, or will they be like canned laughter? I wonder.
No, I don't do canned laughter. I absolutely. I've watched these before when it was on TV, and
Okay.
I watched them again. I think it was actually about a month ago because I saw that you and Stephen have started them, and I couldn't stop laughing. So there you go. Yeah.
Oh, and last night in the comments section, because you were there as well, weren't you, Leora?
Yeah.
There was a woman from Austria in watching it, and she was
Austria.
commenting.
Well
Yeah.
then. G'day, mate.
Not Australia, Austria.
It's a joke. It's from Dumb and Dumber. He does the same thing.
Oh, I fell for it. Oh.
Mary OC, I think.
Was it a woman? Was it a man?
I don't know, but I just remember the name, Mary. I just remember Mary.
Sorry, mate, if it's a man, sorry. Oh, God.
And the dropping of the ratings right now. There we go.
I know, on subbing. Anyway, shall we get into it? Shall we get into it before we start? Because, by the way, if it glitches, Leora, it hasn't glitched overall, so don't jump in and say, it stopped. It hasn't stopped. It will still go on. It just might glitch a little bit on your side. It glitches with you more, doesn't it, Dave?
Yeah, I'm not rocking high-end equipment, so I do get glitches from time to time. But the end product speaks for itself.
Yeah, 1080p.
Hello.
Hello. Right, let's get into it, sir and madam.
Indeed.
We do, of course, Rick, every week get thousands of emails. Emily from New York has asked Karl this. Karl, if you were on a sinking ship or you were in a burning building and you were with myself and Ricky, you could only save one of us. I don't know why that's the case, but you can only save one of us. Yeah. Who would you save? Would it be Ricky or would it be me?
I think it's a two-man dinghy.
Right, okay.
Possibly. And we're trapped, and he knows that if he stays there to get both our legs out from under this thing...
the girder.
Yeah, he dies. So he's got room, he's got time to save one. It's obviously me.
It's hard to say, isn't it, at this point?
What, because Steve's in the room, you mean?
Well, just because we don't know what the situation is.
Okay, well, let's say we're on a sinking ship, all right? So you're going to have to rescue one of us, drag us into the dinghy.
It's going under. You know, in 30 seconds, okay, this ship's going to go under and drag you down and you're going to die, right? And our legs are trapped and you've got enough time to untangle one set of legs. Whose legs do you untangle?
Now, just because my legs are long does not necessarily mean it's more complicated.
No, it's exactly the same amount of time. Just have to make a choice. A terrible choice that Steve would not, hate you for.
Well, no, listen.
He's going to drown in 30 seconds. We'll get him.
So bear in mind this, Karl. You are going to be stuck in a dinghy with Ricky Gervais, and who knows how long that's going to take. Think of all the head squeezing that's going to be going on, the comments, the wonder. And do you honestly think that he's going to, if there's any provisions, that he's going to split them evenly with you? I mean, he's going to drink all the water, and there's only going to be about half an hour in. The food's going to be gone. Look at his gut. Look how much, of the food he's going to have to eat, the baked beans that you've got on board. Whereas me, you know how generous I am. I'm always sort of helping you out.
There we go, Karl. I think he's put the nail in his own coffin there. You know how generous I am, Karl. Let's talk about that, Karl. Come on, think about that one.
Yeah, I mean, have you forgot about that, Steve? the time when we went for a coffee and we had to have a bit of a heated debate about the 50 pence change.
Yeah, you owed me 50p, and you
liking
decided you didn't want to give it to me because it was only 50p. And my point was, it's not a question of 50p, it's the fact that it's not your decision to decide not to give it to me. If I wanted to be generous, that's my decision. But you can't go, oh, it's only 50p, Steve.
It's my decision.
But you just given him a free keg of beer.
Yeah.
No, but that did not come to you, and you didn't pay for the free keg of beer. It was a promotional thing that was sent to you.
It's the same thing as the way I gave Suzanne my leaving present from my last job.
A lot of people may not be aware of this if they haven't heard us talk before. Yes, but you had a gift from your work as you were leaving after however many years of service, which you then gave straight to your girlfriend without telling her that it had been received from people at work.
Doesn't matter. She wanted a camera. It's the same thing as you. You wanted that lager that I got for free. It hasn't cost you anything. It doesn't matter where I got it from.
So you now decide, because you've given me a free lager, that you can now say, oh, actually, I'm not, in the future, I'll just take your money, Steve, on a whim.
Well, listen, stop arguing like this. You're rocking the dinghy. Karl, have some of my cheese.
Imagine he would ever say that.
Have some of my cheese.
Ever offering you any of his cheese.
What are you going to save, Karl, mate?
I don't want to say.
Save Ricky. I want the cheese.
I might do a sort of a for and against or something, and then
you haven't got time.
So the conclusion is
okay, all right.
In 30 seconds.
Well, I've been waiting for this for a week. It's a regular feature now.
Oh, please be the diary.
We read from Karl's diary.
Yes!
Karl decided to keep a diary. He's
Love
gone
it.
through with it. I can see it there. It's massive. It's a huge desk diary that he has to carry around.
Is that a jingle?
With him, and he is.
I love my
days are
jingles.
Getting full up. You're really keeping to this. Right, this is extracts from Karl's diary.
Did podcast and went for an Italian with Ricky and Steve. Italian place is good. We've been there a few times. I always have the same thing, spaghetti. Can't remember what everyone else had. Last time we went there, Steve had little octopuses with pasta. You could see that they were octopuses. They hadn't been cut up or anything. My rule is that I only eat stuff that looks nice when it's alive. A cow,
It's still the same thing.
some fish. An octopus is an odd-looking thing alive. Even worse when it's dead and limp. It looks like it just shouldn't have been sat in the spaghetti.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Ricky drew another picture of my head. We've given a few of them away as prizes, but he draws so many of them that they won't be worth as much anymore. Everyone will eventually have one. Like those pictures of a boy crying that caused houses to burn down in the 1980s.
What does that mean?
What are you talking about?
it's just some kid. My auntie Nora had one, and it was just like a
Yeah,
kid
right,
with like a blue jumper on, and it's like a painting, not a photo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and he's just crying.
like a chocolate box. It's really awful, sort of sugary.
And what happened is they found out that a load of houses were being set on fire or burst into flames, whatever. And the weird thing was,
oh, it's bollocks.
Every house that burned down had that photo.
Yeah, because every house had that picture in the fucking 70s and 80s. Idiot. It's like, we're linking it to sinks. Every house that's ever burnt down had a sink. You're talking shit again. Carry on.
Wednesday. Saw a homeless bloke. I'm surprised that no companies have thought about sponsoring the homeless. Something like a clothing company. Give them some clothes that have an advert on the back. Everyone's a winner.
Good idea.
Bad, is it?
It's not bad.
Tube to Camden. Read in a free newspaper that hedgehogs could be gone by 2025. I think I've seen more dead hedgehogs than alive ones anyway, so I don't think I'm bad.
Isn't that the problem?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I went round to Ricky's house and had a game of pool. It should have been nice and relaxing, but Jane gave me some cake, and Ricky said I can't play pool if my hands are all sticky from cake.
It was the sugar. And it wasn't that either. After he'd finished it, they weren't just sticky. He was licking his fingers, sucking his fingers, and then we're going to pick up pool cues and touch things. And I was thinking, go and wash your hands after licking your hands. You're not a cat.
This turned into an argument when I said I didn't want to wash my hands.
Why didn't he?
He goes for a piss all the time without washing his hands, and then squeezes my head. I never prefer to have lemon cake crumbs on my head than knob juice.
Enough juice.
Was going to do a crossword, but I'm tired and have learned enough today.
What have you learned?
Oh my god.
Well, the stuff about hedgehogs and that.
Oh God.
Was on my way to my mates and I got on a train. Got close to a station but realised I needed a wee. Was about to go in a cubicle when a blind man with a dog who was bumbling his way through the walkway came around. I said, "Are you after the toilet?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "It's on your right." I shouldn't have let him go first as he took ages and it would be my stop soon. The dog waited outside the cubicle. I was going to stroke it, but then I remembered someone telling me that you shouldn't.
No, you're not allowed to.
Because something to do with the owner should be the only one who sort of deals with that dog, and you shouldn't.
You shouldn't stroke it because you'll cover it in fucking lemon cake.
Just because if you stroke it and that, it might like me and want to go off with me, and he'll come out and be lost and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works like that, but
No.
People have sent this in, including Paul, the party animal Parker. For
Oh.
just assumed
yeah, he's the
I
doctor.
don't think there's any actual proof of that. But do you think?
I reckon he left in June, and he's doing sort of bits and pieces, but he's still not a party animal.
Yeah.
They're off
He
again.
can hold down a job? Is he just partying so hard that
He can hold down a job. He often arrives late,
sure.
and the boss, who's in an overall, go, "Parker, you're late again." He goes, "Yeah." Talk to the hand. Yeah.
I think that he's the sort of guy that he'll just happily say, "Listen, I survive on 4 hours sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go to work, I've not slept at all."
But I think he comes in with his headphones blaring, right, on a skateboard, and the bloke goes up to him, the old bloke, right, the old fuddy-duddy bloke, goes, "You stupid idiot, you can't work there." He goes, "Chill out, man," and in 2 minutes, he's got him dancing.
It's like, you just can't resist it because he's just a fun guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paul and a few other people have sent in this piece of information they've discovered from one of the more respected news networks. The headline is this: female kidney turns lumberjack onto housework.
Right.
Now, a Croatian lumberjack apparently has claimed that he started enjoying housework and knitting after he was given a female kidney. He claims he's going to sue his local health authority because he says he's become a laughingstock. He used to enjoy heavy drinking sessions and things. The kidney transplant saved his life, but they never warned me about the side effects. I've developed a strange passion for female jobs, like
he's definitely a sexist.
sewing, washing dishes, sorting clothes in wardrobes, and even knitting.
Well, if he likes it, what's the problem?
Oh,
It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Hold on, though. What makes me laugh is he's become a laughing stock. So what do you do when you become a laughing stock? Tell the newspapers.
Well, yeah.
Tell the newspapers about it, because then that
Like embarrassing bodies.
wraps them.
But it's the sort of medical nonsense that Karl would normally come out with.
Absolutely. That you take on the personality of the person who gave you their blood.
Exactly. It's like those old horror stories, you get given a murderer's hand.
Yeah.
You go around.
There can be certain medical things that would change the way you think and would change you as a person. Say like how they can do face transplants now.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh
I don't quite understand how this face transplants work, because do you get a choice of who you have? If you have something done to your face and you go, it's burnt or whatever, or something happens to you and you need a face transplant.
Well, if you totally changed your appearance, then you would eventually change because of how people reacted to you.
Yeah, but
if you gave yourself the head of an elephant, soon you wouldn't be yourself.
I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have that. That's what I'm saying. If they had a catalogue and they said, "Here's some faces you can have, pick which one you want," would you be looked upon badly if you go, "Do you know what? I don't really like the look of any of them. Can I just wait for a better face?"
It's a skull.
This
It's a
moment in
skull.
time, have you just got to take what's on offer?
Karl, there's no one looking through catalogues at faces they might be able to have.
No, they do now because of the face transplant thing.
But who are these people putting their face up for? They wait till someone.
Yeah, I know, but at some point, well, I tell you what, I would not have a face transplant if I haven't seen the face before I'm going to have it. I want to see what I'm having. Because I couldn't with anything. You mentioned elephant's head. What do you know what I mean? Whose head are they going to use? Is it the latest thing that's died? Oh, well, this got run over before. Yeah, I'll stick this on your head.
Where did this come from? Where
From
are
his
these
mind.
people? Where are these faces queuing up to be popped on a skull? Where do you think they have got time to put all these?
Maybe this is why it won't catch on. I don't know.
This is extraordinary. You've created in your own head the existence of this pamphlet, and now you're defending it, even though we don't know it even exists.
And you're this skull on a hospital bed going, I'm not having that. I don't like the look of him. He looks a bit shifty. I don't like that.
Can I ask this now? Let's say we'd passed away sadly in
Oh,
something
no.
terribly tragic.
Oh.
Relations, it mourned. You know, it's terrible. It's like one of the great national disasters.
But catastrophe like that.
I mean, it's just, it doesn't seem like any of them is like a great option.
Oh, thanks.
And this is what I'm saying about the catalogue. If those two were on offer, I might go, do you know what? Pop in again tomorrow. Bring me another booklet.
This is from Anne-Marie. She says that she loves the podcast. She listens with her 7-month-old baby. That cannot be a good idea. And she says this to you, Karl. If you had children, what is the most important lesson you'd want to teach them?
Oh boy.
I mean, in a way, if you sort of look after a kid too much, it doesn't learn that much. But if you let it learn by its mistakes, it'll probably grow up all right.
But there are some mistakes you can't afford it to make to learn from.
Yeah. Driving a car the wrong way down a motorway.
Testing if the fire really is hot.
No, but say like the time...
Does broken glass really taste horrible? These are lessons you don't want it to learn from mistakes.
You can tell them that.
Yeah,
but what I mean is there's certain things that I just think there was a kid who grew up in our avenue, right, on the estate, who, when it was born, right, we kind of thought it's got no chance, this kid, because its man was a bit of a rumman. You know,
where's that?
No, just like, you know, she like going out and having a fag and like having a drink, and she's never at home. It's the one who had the horse in the house.
Sure.
Right? Which I don't want to know. He's out there if you want to find out about the horse in the house. But, she had a kid, and everyone was pretty surprised when they saw it because it was a good-looking kid. She was surprised because, like, you know, the man wasn't that good-looking, the dad.
Oh my God.
But it came out, and she was showing it around the avenue, going, "Look at this I've had." And she was chuffed with it because it's probably like one of the newest things she's ever had, because everything else was always sort of second hand and what have you. But suddenly she's got this brand new little baby, right? Anyway, as it grew up, right, those looks went. Right. And I'm not talking getting old, I'm talking by the age of about 3. It looks rough already, right? And all that just happened because that's the life it was in, right?
Yeah.
So like it had like a patchy head. It had
a patchy head.
A patchy head. It's just sort of.
It wasn't a North American Indian. What do you mean, a patchy head?
Just his hair was patchy. He used to chase sort of cars and stuff.
It's cars. Sorry. What do you mean?
Just that's what he did for his.
Sorry, did she let it get raised by wolves?
No. But all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, what is it that makes a person? Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't know what state he's in now, but maybe he learned all his mistakes by the age of 4. I'm guessing he's not chasing cars now, but at least he's done it.
I'm guessing he is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At least you can go, yeah, I've been there, done that, and you don't go back to it, and you can get away with doing dafter things when you're a kid, can't you? I nearly killed a man once, right?
Okay, right.
That time when I was in Wales and I was having a walk with my dad on the cliffs and that, I just picked up a big rock, right? Chucked it off the edge, and as I chucked it off the edge, I noticed a fella was walking down below.
Jeez.
And I missed his head by like inches. Now, I've never chucked a rock off a bridge or like off a cliff or anything.
And it only took one man to almost lose his life for you to learn that lesson.
Yeah, but that's how you learn your lessons, isn't it?
See, a lot of people would have said that maybe your dad should have said, "Wait, Karl, what are you doing?"
No, but he didn't know I was doing it. I didn't say I chucked this off there. I just picked it up and chucked it. And like, as I let go of it, I noticed a fella was down there. You live and you learn. That's a little mantra.
Right. It's now James Bond.
And you learn. So the woman who's had the kid, sort of look after it, feed it, make sure it's got shoes and that, but let it roam about.
Right.
There's the advice for you, Anne-Marie.
I love that.
Good luck. Just let your 7-month-old baby roam about. Karl, a lot of people are absolutely fascinated to find out how you met Suzanne, your girlfriend of how long?
Ages.
Yeah. And they can't comprehend how, well, I suppose that there's any woman out there.
Well, there's someone for everyone, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's always my thing. And it's reassuring, I think. You know, we've chatted about the face transplants and that. You know, there's a face for everyone.
Philosophy, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's really unbelievable.
No, there is someone for everyone, no matter what condition you're in or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I read on the email, someone emailed in an old Chinese proverb. It's something about everything, no matter what it is, has got one talent. And that's the same way in a relationship, isn't it? That everyone, there's always someone out there. I like the Chinese. There's another Chinese proverb on an email.
Go on.
He who cuts the wood up warms himself twice.
Yeah,
that's good.
And
then someone sent in that.
Yeah, because he's chopping the wood, he's making himself warm.
Yeah.
Too many Chinese cooks.
Oh my God!
I don't know who slipped the word Chinese in there, but I have too many cooks.
Well, it was just also
him and Chinese again.
Proverbs and that.
Exactly.
One of my favourite on the same subject is a camel is a horse designed by committee.
What do you mean?
Well, it's having a go at the camel, and it shouldn't. But it's just, it's just a metaphor. And if you wanted to design a horse and you had that vision, but you let 12 people in the room have their say, it wouldn't come out as you wanted it to do, and it wouldn't be as good. A vision is more perfect than committee, because everyone having their say, it becomes anodyne, it becomes compromised. Whereas the best things you can do is have an idea and have a vision and alter that.
Rick, can I just say now, I can tell from his look that he's thinking, which committee designed the camel?
Well, I'd say, why would you request the ump bit?
Oh
Because that's just going to get in the way, isn't it?
my God!
I've always
You missed
said
the
that about
point.
a lot of animals. It's like we've doubled up on a lot of them. We've chatted about elephants and mammoths, one or the other. And that's the same with a camel. I'd have that up there as what they're doing. They were good years ago in the Jesus times and that. Don't need them now.
The Jesus times.
Love it.
Well, not people who use camels to cross deserts.
What other?
Bedouin
I'm
communities.
going to throw some animals at you, and you tell how you'd have improved them if you'd have been designing.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Okay.
Oh my
The
God!
octopus.
So I can now go back. I can look at them and go, what are they doing?
And where have they gone wrong? What's up with you? How could you improve it? Like the camel, you go lose the arm.
I'd probably give it a bit more of a body. Cut down on the arms.
God.
Make it more human.
And give it some bones. Because I don't understand all this. Getting in a jar is good. When does it want to get in a jar? It says.
Well, it only wants to get in a jar according to your stories.
No, but there's something that says it can get in a jar because it hasn't got any bones. But I don't know why it want to do that in the first place.
I can't even begin to answer that. Once again, you've claimed that you've read that they like to get in jars. I mean, how do they know that octopus like to get in jars?
Oh God, you can improve on an octopus. Millions and millions of years of evolution, making it perfect for its surroundings. Okay, another animal for you then, Karl.
Giraffe?
What are they adding to the world? What are they doing?
Well, it's not about what they add to the world,
No, but
is
I thought that's what everything's about. It's about things are here for a reason.
The reason they're here is because they didn't die. That's it.
No, but there seem to be a lot of animals that are like.
Do you think there's a lot of cheating? Is that what you're saying?
I'm
There's
just saying,
a
there
lot
just
of
seems to
doubling
be a
up.
lot of doubling up.
Yeah. So you get it down to like 8 animals that represented all of it. Okay, who would get in your team? You can choose 8 animals.
This is what I'm saying. If I was Noah, I would have gone like, hang on a minute. I've just seen something that looks a bit like this. Let it drown. And have a clear out. Having a clear out about saving everything.
He was instructed by God to save everything, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
If he's been given that job, for me, he's sort of manager of that job.
So you believe
with
Noah as well? You
Well,
believe Noah happened as well, and he built a boat big enough to catch 2 of every species. You actually believe that as fact, do you?
Well, it's out there in book form.
Brilliant.
We haven't answered the question that we started with. How did you meet Suzanne?
Just that
Oh
way.
yeah,
Thanks.
Oh yeah, I forgot to. Yeah.
just at work.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey!
Here we go.
There's this airline, and it's having a lot of problems, and a lot
What,
of the,
pilot's too tall?
Yeah, the cabin was so tiny.
only bananas were allowed in the cockpit.
Banana dispenser.
Anyway, there was a lot of strikes going on, right?
Sure.
Because I don't know what it was about. It was over money or whatever.
Yes.
And
Money or whatever.
It doesn't need money.
yeah, but
But what else could you pay something in, Rick? I mean,
peanuts.
Peanuts or fruit. Yeah.
so anyway, the boss of the airline, he had like one pilot who he could trust, right? And that was his son.
Right.
But the problem is with a lot of these planes, you need two pilots.
Of course you do.
And he's like, if I only had two sons. But he didn't. There's no point harping on about it. Right?
Sure.
He runs an airline.
He runs an airline, yeah.
But how many pilots are there? Because there must be loads.
No, there's loads, but the problem is a lot of them are going on strike.
Oh.
And each week you can see that we're struggling here.
But how can they just close it down?
No,
Anyway,
you can't do that,
no,
Rick.
can't-
Of course you
you
can.
can't
It's costing
do
him a
that.
fortune if he closes it down.
Yeah, but what one plane's not going to make a difference in an airline, is it?
No, it's all the
It's all the
planes.
planes, mate.
So the son, he's flying the planes and that, he's getting worried for his dad because of his business. It's falling apart. He's like, anyway, listen,
Well, one plane won't make any difference.
don't worry about it. We've found someone who you can work with. He said he's staying over near the sort of quarantine area where all the animals are kept and stuff.
Oh.
They won't be looking in there. They won't bother.
No.
So he's like, all right.
But there's no animal that could be a co-pilot, that's why.
I'll see you. He'll meet up with you in the cockpit.
He'll be having the cockpit, yeah. Sure.
So anyway, he gets in there. He meets them. At first, a little bit of a shock who he's going to be working with. But
Why?
he's thinking, as long as I can keep my dad's business alive, I can
Not with
keep a
one
job.
plane.
Everyone's happy. Then one day, what happens is a little bit of a problem.
Dear.
Well, what happened is one woman who was on the plane got a bit peckish,
Right.
and said to the air hostess woman, said, "I'm a little bit peckish. Have you got any sort of nibbles and that?" She went, "No, I got a sandwich." She said, "I don't really want a sandwich. You want something, like the usual stuff that planes give out, just like a bag of nuts or something."
Have they not given those out yet?
So no, they don't give it for some reason. She was like, "Look, we've stopped giving out the nuts. We can get you a
That's
sandwich."
strange,
And the woman's
yeah.
like, "I don't want a sandwich. I just want some nuts." Do you know what I mean? A sandwich is quite
Can't
a
eat
big
nuts
meal.
anyway now.
That's right. Nibbles, wants to be nuts.
Well, that's not available.
So I
Done. End of story.
So she said, "Well, you're saying there aren't any nuts." She said, "But earlier I saw you put a tray outside the cockpit, right? It had a sandwich on it, 2 Cokes and 2 bags of nuts."
Right.
She said, "So you're saying there aren't any, but the pilot's getting
Well,
them."
aren't they now? That was the last 2 packets. Done.
No. So
Let's go home.
I'll go and have a word with the pilot myself because you only put them out there a few minutes ago. He can't have eaten them yet. I want some.
You
I'm
cannot
going
go.
over.
No.
I know this is it. She was saying you cannot go over. She's going, "Listen,
Yeah.
I'm going to go over because I feel like
you
I'm being
can't.
lied to."
No, you can't.
So she goes, and then the
way.
pilot can
Well, they
hear all
can't get
this
in anyway.
chat about the nuts and what have you, and he's thinking, "What's going on out there?"
Yeah.
He opens the door.
Yeah.
Right? She gets a glass.
All over nuts.
Monkey sat there with headphones.
Fucking bollocks.
Oh my god, yes. Brilliant.
Oh,
Brilliant.
that is hilarious.
Now that went by dead quick again.
That was very quick. I love that. That was hilarious.
Time does fly when you're having fun.
Oh, by the
it
way,
does.
while that was going on, I noticed a notification on my thing. I got a new subscriber called Cream Girl 69.
Oh,
Congratulations.
that's a site.
Who'd want
Well
to
done, you.
subscribe to me? Like a Cream Girl?
Do you know what?
Maybe she works in a dairy.
Oh, bless you! You're so pure.
It's the 69 bit that threw me.
Sometimes I get when I'm making comments on something completely different. It could be cat pictures. I'll get someone that's got like a picture, a porn picture, and then they'll have like a provocative title, and then I'll go on to click to say, "Can you just not?" Do you know what I mean? Like, just leave me alone. That person's gone.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is. I think it's people that try to promote their channel.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, if you're watching Cream Girl and Cream Girl 69, whatever, say hello in the comments. You could be watching it right now. You could be interacting with us, and it'd be interesting to see what cream you like and stuff. And yeah,
I don't think it's a real person.
Is it a whipped cream or?
Well, these are the big questions I'm waiting to ask in person. Well, maybe not in person, over the internet and whatever. Anyway, so do you remember this latest episode of the Ricky Gervais Show, Leora?
I do. Yeah, it's flipping brilliant.
So this is interesting because this is the first time me and Davey have watched this. So is it a rewatch? Is the rewatch just as funny?
Yes. Although, I mean, I'm going to contradict myself. When you haven't watched it for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, has she gone?
I need to know what the answer is.
I know. Don't do this to us.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
That's the most comedic
answer.
She's back.
No, I did want to answer the question. Honestly.
Yeah, you went. The answer is.
No. So I'll go on with for your editing. The answer is yes. It is still so funny. You still enjoy it. It's still entertaining. That's what I say. Is how many odd years this was made, and you can still watch it probably in the next 20 odd years and still laugh your head off.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely.
So, what about you, Davey? What did you think?
It was hilarious. I think I always wait for whatever the last word is that Ricky Gervais says, and like he said, fucking bollocks.
It's usually bollocks, isn't it?
Classic.
They're getting better as well. They're getting because it's only series 1, episode 8, and this seems to be getting tighter and tighter with the jokes and with the editing, and it's so funny.
This is brilliant.
The chemistry's amazing.
So yeah, I'm going to leave it there because this computer's going to turn off in about 10 minutes. It's got a time limit on it now because we're trying to encourage Jake to go bed early.
That's a good thing. Yes.
Because he's staying up till midnight and wondering why he's falling asleep in school.
Well, go to bed.
Anyway, so Leora, will you join us again at some point?
Oh, for sure. I definitely will. It's really, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed myself tonight. Yeah.
Good. And Davey, have you enjoyed the session with Leora?
Yes, it's been painless and fun.
That's a good thing.
It's been lovely. It's been nice to have someone different on to enjoy with us. So yeah, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You had to break up the bromance that me and Davey I've been falling, into.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I can get in there and I'm happy to watch you guys go at it and then just come pull out again. Yeah.
Look at Davey's face. Oh God, you have to come on now all the time just to wind him up.
Sorry, Davey.
Flushes here, guys.
Anyway, I'm just as bad as Stephen. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're bloody worse. You're the female version of me. That's what it is. Anywho, say goodbye, everyone.
Toodaloo!
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. See you all soon.
See you next time. Bye. All right, David, give us a clap.
Oh, sorry. Go on. Yay!